In 2018, Congress passed the 2018 Farm Bill and changed federal drug law for industrial hemp use for rope and textiles. To keep these crops from getting people high, lawmakers set a specific rule. Hemp could not exceed 0.3% Delta-9 concentration. But by singling out Delta-9, they created a major legal problem. They were trying to regulate Delta-9 levels in hemp, yet they inadvertently omitted all other psychoactive isomers, handing chemists a 6-word shield that accidentally legalized a $2 billion empire overnight. So today, we're looking at the completely unregulated, insane economics of the Delta-8 market. And I promise you, this isn't your standard stoner story, but a tale of high-stakes industrial chemistry and judicial warfare. First, let's get the science straight. Delta-8 is not some modern cannabis innovation. It was originally isolated from marijuana grown in Maryland back in 1966 because it naturally occurs in such microscopic, unprofitable amounts in the plant that it can't be extracted efficiently. Instead, modern manufacturers use a chemical process researched and patented by an organic chemist named Roger Adams back in the freaking 1940s. Delta-8 is not grown in a sunny field, but is produced synthetically. The laboratories boil legal CBD, isolate with a solvent, and T41 bleaching clay, an acid-activated bentonite clay that acts as a catalyst to rearrange the molecules into THC. And here lies the danger of the Wild West of lack of regulation. But producing pure Delta-8 requires a specific setup called short-path distillation. Chemists must carefully regulate temperatures to separate volatile heads, such as terpenes boiling at 165 degrees centigrade, from the THC body. And if chemists are amateurs and fail to neutralize the reaction, they can leave poisonous acid residue in your final vape pen. Legal insanity becomes an economic interest. Because of this federal loophole, one of the largest Delta-8 manufacturers in the entire country built its operations in Indiana, a state with incredibly strict laws where both recreational and medical marijuana remain completely prohibited. This represents the greatest irony because state-level prohibition has been rendered ineffective by a federal loophole. The DEA attempted to put an end to all of this by employing the Federal Analog Act, which has in the past allowed for the banning of designer drugs, but in a precedent-setting 2022 case, the Ninth Circuit ruled that the language in the Farm Bill preempts the Analog Act. The courts have quite literally bound the hands of the DEA. Once federal prosecutors were out of the picture, companies started going crazy by making it about a 0.3% on a dry weight basis, rather than a milligram limit. It became clear that companies could simply increase the weight of their edibles. That was genius. And if you prefer smoking, they found the fire-activated loophole. The same legislation legalized raw THCA flower. In the plastic package, it is legal, but the moment you spark it with a lighter, the heat triggers a chemical process called decarboxylation, instantly converting it into highly potent Schedule 1 Delta-9 THC. It's legally okay to sell until the moment that it is lit, but illegal the exact second it is. Now here's the crazy thing. They're fixing this whole loophole very soon. Last year, the government passed the Extensions Act, which sets a very tough total THC limit at only 0.4 milligrams of total THC per container. When full implementation of the new law kicks in by November 2026, analysts are predicting that 95% of the retail market for hemp products will disappear. So now, my question for you is, should they fix the loophole by outlawing everything? Or is this simply an honest mistake by our legislators that has inadvertently made this product freely accessible? Let me know what you think in the comments section.